So this is the roof mould. Now that the roof itself has been removed out of the mould, so this is the top side of the actual mould that we'll be making the carbon fibre roofs from. As you can see, there's a little bit of paint pulled off the steel roof, which I obviously had to send the steel roof off for painting. Where they've painted it, the paint hadn't adhered to the roof skin very well. So what actually happened when we removed the roof skin from the actual mould, as you can see, it's all freshly trimmed, so we trimmed it today. When it was removed from the mould, it left traces of the paint behind, so all we've got to do is go around and pick all the paint off on the mould itself, and then we'll be able to wet flat this area. The reason we want to wet flat this, I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it has a peel, sort of slight peel effect to it. That is the paint itself. So when we took a mould from it, all the paints are sprayed, and when they're sprayed on, it gives a slight, not orange peel, because the painter was very good who done it. You can see how good the reflection is in the gel coat, but there is slight peel to it. So we'll wet flat the whole item, and then that'll give us a mirror finish of the actual roof skin part, and that will then be an absolute perfect skin once it is taken out of the mould. So obviously the flange area is always dull, so that we can stick our tack tape to that, and then the vac bag, and we'll be making roof skins in resin infusion very soon. So I just thought I'd do a video just to show you today's update on the roof mould. Roof mould is just basically cleaning, wet flatting this entire roof, then machine polishing, and we will be ready to start making the carbon fibre item. We're going to do a fiberglass one to start with, and see how that comes out, see if there's any imperfections in the mould itself. And then once the fiberglass part is made, that will be in a high gloss white gel coat, which is basically this. And once we know that there's no lumps, bumps, dents, anything in the roof itself, we'll then go ahead and make your carbon fibre part. So yeah, carbon fibre roof skin will be coming from this mould very soon, but fiberglass one first. That's next week, and then we can go ahead and make the carbon one. All right, so yeah, it's taken a lot of work to get this roof mould to the position where, you know, we were able to make the actual roof in-house. But what we had to do is we had to find steel roof, number one. That was a couple of £100. We then had to send the roof off for painting, so there was a few marks and scrapes in it, so that was £300. And then the materials to make this was about £550. The 3 weeks labour involved in laying it up individually, and flanging the surfaces on the roof. So we have to create a 6-inch flange, which is this all the way around. The reason we do that is that we actually make our parts in resin infusion, not wet layup like a lot of people do. And the resin infusion parts basically have to be an airtight flange. So when we put a tack tape around this flange, and then we put our layers of carbon inside, we then build a vac bag all the way around, attached to the flange, all the way around the actual item, with pleats in, so it gives us extra bag and material. And we then suck the air out of the bag, creating a vacuum, and we then pull the resin through the actual carbon from the shortest distance. So in this case, it will be from left to right of the roof, the shortest distance. There'll be a line feed in with the resin, so coming out of the resin pot into the roof. There'll be a spiral tube all the way down the roof itself, halfway along here, and then there'll be a vac pipe out, coming out of the roof mould, and then into a catch pot, and then into the vac pump. So what we'll then do is then open the resin chamber up, allow the vacuum pump to pull the resin right through the carbon fibre till we reach the other side. Then we lock it off, and when we remove the bagging material and the release ply off the back of the carbon, you end up with an absolute perfect surface finish carbon fibre item, and you also end up with an exact thickness carbon fibre item. So it is literally, the way that we do it is is the second best way of making carbon fibre parts. As you can see as well, we've included the step downs in the roof, whether people use them or not, or whether people just glue these roofs straight on over their steelwork. They have the choice of the step down, so that they can step down and put it underneath the C pillar and A pillar, or they can just cut them areas off and just glue it straight onto the roof of the car. So I thought I'd make a video update of the roof mould itself. There's a lot of work and time gone into this item so far. Moulds like this are always expensive and time consuming. I mean, we've got a rack here of every single mould that we have in the workshop. There is every single mould here to be able to mould an entire outer body of an M3 on this rack. And also there's other moulds laying around as well, rear bumper moulds, all sorts of moulds. So we have a vast array of moulds, and we can make nearly every part for the M3 now. Fantastic. Hope you find this interesting, and if you do, like and subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.